Is this on? Hey, this is Davin with Hagerty on a Redline Rebuild Updates. Today we are back on our Buick engine. We have Pistons assemblies. They are all ready to go back into the block, and we'll get this rotating assembly done. To do that, pretty simple stuff. We need some oil, torque wrench. I have two different ring compressors because sometimes this one works and sometimes that one works. All depends on how finicky things want to be. And then obviously a little bit of fastener lubricant and bearing lube. And a hammer to slam them down. Delicately slam them down, come on. All right, so here we roll. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Well, look at that. We've got pistons into this block, finally. You don't even know how frustrating it has been, and we finally have them assembled. Everything's torqued down. I'm happy with it. We have good clearance. We have all that type of stuff. Now I need to go through and button up the front end here, put the timing cover on, and then get the oil pump in, the pickup on there, and then the oil pan, and then our short block is truly buttoned up. We're gonna roll it over and then work on the top side. So with that, I gotta put some sealer on our timing chain cover and get it rolling. So if anybody's wondering why I don't have the cap off, it's not that the cap doesn't come off, but this end of the tube is solid. So yeah, I cut a hole in the side so I can get some goop out. It's what we do when we have to make it work. No sense in wasting. All right, in normal fashion on your timing cover when it goes on, typically the bolts do not run into the oil valley, if you will, or the crankcase. So, but in this particular motor, most of them go right into the main crankcase. So I'm putting some sealant on there just to seal up. No different than like if the head bolts, if they go into the water jacket. Point of the matter is, pay attention, look at the bottom, look at the bolt. If it's a blind hole, you don't need to put any sealer on it. You may need some sort of lubricant so it comes back out and it doesn't rot, but you may not need any sealer. If it goes into the oil or into the water jacket, then you're certainly going to want to seal it up. And that's what I'm doing here on these timing cover bolts. All right, so I just put on this speedy sleeve, is what it's commonly referred to, and the idea is, as you saw on the shaft of it, it's very common that a shaft seal will, over time, will wear a groove into the shaft that it's trying to seal, and in doing so, Of course, putting a new seal on it won't necessarily fix any kind of leak problems, so you use one of these speedy sleeves, and it's a very thin piece of steel that you tap over. It's an interference fit. It stays into place and recreates or freshens that groove to where there's no more groove anymore, and the seal will seal. So there's that. The last thing to do after it's tapped in is knock this driving flange off, and hopefully it doesn't move any further than where I'm at. And of course we'll have to cut it too, but I want to make this look easy.
Yeah.
Because it is easy, usually. Like I say, you know, like normal. It's easy, sometimes.
Oh yeah, I see the little perforation in it now.
It's just a matter how I grab it. Just yank it like a can opener, yeah. There's that. Hey, we're on our last lap here with our short block, just torquing down the oil pan, and that'll be a wrap for today. So as I finish this up, get your hands washed, get out in the shop, get your work done, and go enjoy the day. There's lots of projects out there to enjoy. See ya.